Hi, this video forms part of the Diet and Nutrition subunit of the ONCALL Train the Trainer course for lay family health advisors. In this video we are going to talk about food labelling and what different labels actually mean. Food labels contain lots of information which can be confusing. We all know the feeling standing in the supermarket, squinting at the back of a food packet, trying to work out what all those columns and numbers mean. Frankly, it's not easy buying food and trying to look after your health these days. There's either too little information or too much of it. Food labelling requirements are set out by European law and are currently implemented in individual member states by national legislation. It is mandatory in the EU for certain nutrition information to be declared on nutrition labels on the back of food packages. Information on energy and the following nutrients has to be provided in a certain way. Energy in kilojoules or kJ and kilocalories or kcal. The amount of fat, saturates, carbohydrates, sugar, protein, salt in grams. Information must be given per 100 gram or 100 ml and can be given per portion. Total sugars include free sugars and sugars naturally present in foods and drinks, for example, lactose in milk. Some countries like the UK have tried to simplify the process of reading food labels by using a traffic light system. That's why the Food Standards Agency introduced the traffic light label system to make it easier for everyone to make healthier food choices. For most of us, the nutrition information on the backs of packets isn't very helpful. Only giving amounts of salt, sugars, fat and saturated fat makes it hard to compare products. So the idea of the Food Traffic Lights label system is to show, right on the front of the packet, an at-a-glance guide to the healthiness of the product. Traffic light labelling is currently mandatory in the UK as part of a government scheme introduced in 2013. Under EU rules, traffic light labelling is voluntary, so some manufacturers do not use it. Okay, so what do the traffic lights mean? Red means high, indicating that the food is high in fats, sugars or salt. That doesn't mean you should never eat it, but think about how often you choose it and how much of it you eat, and view it as an occasional treat. Amber means medium, so it's not too bad, but obviously not as good as green, and green means low, indicating it's the healthier choice. Basically, the more green on the label, the healthier the food choice. If you buy a food that has all or mostly green on the label, you know straight away it's a better option for your health. But what do nutrition and health claims really mean? Well, firstly, nutrition and health claims on food labels must comply with European regulations. Only nutrition and health claims approved by the EU can be used on food packs. Approved claims will have been through a strict authorization process and are based on scientific evidence to make sure that the claims are not misleading. A nutrition claim is a claim that suggests a food or drink has a particular nutritional benefit. Here are some examples of nutrition claims you may see on labels. Reduced fat, at least 30% less fat than the standard product. Source of fibre, contains at least 3 grams fibre per 100 grams or at least 1.5 gram fibre per 100 calories. A good source of calcium, contains at least 15% of the nutrient reference value for calcium per 100 grams or at least 7.5% per 100 ml of drink. A health claim is a claim which refers to a relationship between food or one of its components such as vitamins or mineral and health. Here are some examples of health claims you may see on labels. Oat beta-glucan has been shown to lower blood cholesterol. High cholesterol is a risk factor in the development of coronary disease. Protein contributes to the maintenance of muscle mass, and vitamin D contributes to the maintenance of normal bones. Other food labelling to be aware of are, let's start with sugar claims. No added sugar. Because no sugar has been added to the food or drink, it doesn't necessarily mean it is sugar-free. For example, pure fruit juice contains no added sugar, but it does contain sugar naturally. Low sugar, the label may state low sugar, but again, this does not mean that the product is sugar-free, as other forms of sugar can still be used to add sweetness and unfortunately just as many calories. For example, honey, dextrose, glucose, hydrogenated glucose syrup and concentrated fruit juice. And what about fat claims? When a product is labelled low fat, this does not mean fat-free. It means that compared with the standard food product, this one contains less fat, for example, low-fat mayonnaise, low-fat crisps. However, these products can still contain a lot of fat. Let's explain. A packet of low-fat crisps contain about 20 grams of fat per 100 grams compared with around 38 grams per 100 grams of standard crisps, but both of these are actually high in fat. As a guide, 20 grams of fat or more per 100 grams is food high in fat. 3 grams or less per 100 grams is low fat. So when you see that 80% fat-free, remember this actually means that the food contains 20% fat. It is therefore high in fat. So we have looked at sugar and fat claims. Now we will consider calorie. Low calorie, foods that are low in calories can help if you're trying to lose weight, but they must be part of an overall healthy eating plan. And what about reduced calorie? As with low calorie foods, these can play a useful part, but take care. Reduced calories do not always mean low in calories. Finally, the last couple of labels we want to be aware of is use by and best before. Use by date means that the food is safe to eat if used up to and including the date shown, if it is stored as recommended by the manufacturer. If the product is not used by that date, it should be thrown away, as this may cause food poisoning. Best before date means that the product will be at its best if eaten by the date shown. It will be safe to eat after that date, although the quality of the product may be compromised. I hope this video has helped you make sense of food labelling. For more information on the ONCALL project and training programs, please visit the ONCALL website at www.oncall.eu.